I'm here with Margot and Adam. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Doing good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Surviving and thriving.
Surviving. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Heck yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's been a while
It's been a
since
long
we
time.
talked. November was insane. Yeah.
I remember half the things that happened.
I mean,
Like, as you've been talking before we started filming, I keep thinking of more things that happened to talk about.
I want to, that's the thing, is, I did plan stuff for this episode, but I think half the episode is just going to be, a catch-up of, how we all doing, what have we been up to.
Yeah.
I got COVID.
It happened.
Finally felled.
He's not so excited, Marco.
It's mostly just, I felt pretty bad being the only person on the podcast who had it.
I mean, I didn't get it for so long. I thought I had escaped it, but
to be fair,
it comes for you.
It happens. I'm happy that for both of us, it was in 2023 when we'd already had a lot of vaccinations. And
had a lot of vaccinations. It's gotten not as bad as time has gone on, and I was pretty out for the count, but not anything more than a really bad sickness, really bad cold, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides maybe the length of time I was sick for.
I did, the worst part of it for me was I had brain fog for 2.5 months afterwards. And that that's all I really remember hating about it, other than the sore throat. But while I had it, it was sore throat, and I just wanted to sleep mostly. And then afterwards was well, I can't think anymore. But yeah, I don't know. You're better now, right?
Yeah, I had a really horrible sore throat. The worst sore throat I've ever had in my entire life. It was maybe I have strep at the same time. I actually never gotten strep throat before. So
I was a strep kid.
Apparently, it's like that though. Of some people get it, and some people won't, and it's all about genetics and something like that. So I just was not that person. I've never had it, but I was like, is this the time? I'm just gonna be hit by multiple things.
By all the things you've never had.
It was so bad. But I took the week off. I was all better by Thanksgiving. My work gave me it's a whole separate pool of time off for COVID.
Good.
I'm glad. So I was like, well, why not? But then I was bored out of my mind. And that's when I played Jedi Fallen Order and hated it.
Oh no.
Probably it was such a bad time of well, there's no reason for me not to take this time off. They give me this extra time. It doesn't penalize me in any way. I also don't have much going on at work because it's a holiday
ensuring
week.
No one else gets sick.
And and no one else gets sick. And the sore throat was really bad, so I couldn't talk. So it was it wouldn't be good to go into work. Anyways, I can't really participate in anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I had nothing to do at all. I was talking before the podcast. I got a bunch of video games for Halloween and had finished those by that time. And then I bought some more video games at Black Friday. So I was in this in between stage of I don't have any video games to play. I don't really have much else to do. So I was like, oh, Jedi Fallen Order is on my list. I guess I'll do that. Everyone loved that game, and it was terrible, and I didn't like it at all.
That's so sad.
We talked a bit about before, and part of me wants to recommend Survivor because it fixes all the issues.
I mean, if it fixes all the issues, then I think
also I feel like you might hate it too. Because
That'd
it's a whole list of new issues. It's
Adam comes back in a month.
They fixed all the issues. However, there's all these issues.
Oh, right.
No, it always is. Grass is always greener.
I mean, maybe just a lot of it was just how frustrating it was. Just the way the game works, it just really punishes you for mistakes that I felt weren't my fault. I didn't get the combat system, and I was never really good at it, and that's on me. But there's also the game just screws you in a lot of ways, and then it's not only did we kill you because the game design is bad, but we're also going to fling you back all the way here because the save system's really bad too.
Yeah,
that's the toughest part to me. I also didn't like what you guys were saying about the you fight a boss and then after you've lost a billion times, you realize, oh, this is supposed to be for a later level. I feel like they should just block off that area.
Yeah.
Which is especially in that exact respect because a lot of the game is structured like that of, oh, you can't reach this area until you get a power that you don't have yet until later in the game. And so it's especially annoying for that boss you literally get in at like the very first plant, the very first thing you do
Yeah.
after the tutorial is, and here's this boss that you literally can't beat unless you're really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's just right there for you with no blocks. You could have put a block and it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
The whole entire rest of the levels like that. Lots of areas you can't reach until later. Why didn't you do it for this boss?
Fair. Yeah. I feel like that doesn't make sense to me. And I don't think I have the gamer knowledge to be like, oh, this isn't for me now. I would just convince myself this game is too hard for me and stop playing.
Well, and I think I would have done that had I anything else to do.
Fair.
But I was
Yeah.
like, this is all I've got. And as frustrating as this is, I will power through and finish it.
Yeah.
So,
and then I finished and I was like, delete.
The second game has something sort of similar. Like the first side quest you get is like, oh, there's these miners in this cave that disappeared. Can you go check it out? And there's a rancor in the cave. And it was probably like the hardest enemy I fought. And I died like 20 times, but I was stubborn. I was like, I'm going to eat my face. And I think you're supposed to fight him later on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with that boss that we were talking about in the first game, he like one-shots you.
Yep.
So I was like, I don't know how I'm possibly to beat it, but because it does so much damage, I was like, this must be for later. If it had done a little bit less, I would have, like 2 hits, I would have powered through and been at it for multiple hours and died like 50 times.
I lowered the difficulty for that fight. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I almost did that. I considered that so many times, but then I don't know. The lower difficulty didn't seem like it would help my issues of like I just generally am bad at the combat system. And I was like, I don't think if I lower the difficulty, it's going to help my intrinsic frustration with how this game works.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. I'll talk about the craft fair stuff in a little bit, but like I have been doing craft fairs. It's been really fun. But part of that means that the like knitting and crocheting and stuff that I would normally do to like have fun and relax kind of thing has become more of a like job thing. And it's like, it's fun. I like it. And that's great. But that kind of takes away the point of like, well, what am I doing to like relax kind of thing? So I thought I should become a gamer. I think I should get real into games. But what do I start with? Like, what do you guys recommend? Of the games I've played, it's the Batman games, love them. Skyrim, fun time. Don't think I ever finished it, but I've played it. Then there was all the Layton games. That's a lie. I haven't played the third yet. All 2 of the Layton games. I do want to play that
one.
There's
a new one coming.
What's the first one? I might purchase it.
Professor Layton's Curious Village.
Curious Village. Okay. I was so close. I have a bunch of like free Google Play money.
Do it,
that expires, and I was like, I could just buy Professor Layton. I have to.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't cover the whole price, but I could.
You should.
Cheap. It's like
the first one's like $10.
It's $10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to throw a few bucks at the end of it. And it's like,
yeah,
I could totally do it. You guys highly recommend it.
It's really fun. It's really just wholesome gaming. I have an Xbox that I have to figure out how to factory reset because when I turn it on, it doesn't work. And I looked it up like 2 years ago. Why is not the case? And it says it's a normal thing that happens to Xboxes. Sometimes you just have to.
Red ring.
Is it the 360?
No, it's a black screen. I looked it up. It's apparently like a thing that happens.
Is it a 360 or a 1?
1.
Oh, because the red ring was a 360 problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your system's done.
No, it's apparently like you're not done. You just need to do a little like reset sort of thing that you have to go online to do. And I never did it, so I have to do that, and then I'll have an Xbox One again. Also, my computer that I'm on now, so PC, Steam. Thoughts.
Stardew Valley.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna say if you like Skyrim, maybe like Fallout, one of those games.
Okay.
Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Well, I mean, Fallout 4, maybe.
Fallout
Well,
4. I
really,
wouldn't
any.
recommend Fallout 3 to be honest, but I think New
No,
Vegas is very good, like story wise. I think
New
Okay.
3
Vegas is
is
glitchy as hell, though.
it is. Yeah, maybe just play 4. It's the
Okay.
most
4 is
polished
like
of them.
for its fault. 4 is very polished.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
New Vegas, I think, in my opinion, has the best story. It's just like
yes,
the game was made in 18 months, and so it will just crash randomly.
That's a
And
bummer.
you'll look it
on
up, and it could be like 20 issues, and it's like,
it's
or you can
it's funny
download a
going
ton of
on the
mods.
wiki because
Yeah.
it'll be like, here's the quest, here's what you do to complete the quest, and then it's like, and here's bugs, and it's like 30 bugs, platform specific, that can be like, you just can't do this actually.
That's really
And I have
funny.
one of the companions, his main quest is just unplayable for,
Fair.
and so it's never able to do it because it's a there's like a thing on the PlayStation, and so maybe the Xbox wouldn't or PC would not have this issue, but there's something specific about the way the PlayStation handles saved memory files, which makes the game unplayable if you play it for long enough.
Yeah.
Which, as a big open world game, is just what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So,
That's weird.
and then it's worse in specific areas of the world. So, like, once you play enough, you can't go to the main strip of the Vegas Strip anymore because the game can't handle it. And then
Huh.
there's a couple other areas like that. And it's like,
That's
well,
so
great.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't play the game because
It's
I
so
played it for
unfortunate
too long.
because it's
They're
such
like,
a
get
good
out of
game.
here.
Because it's a great game.
It literally has the best story of like any of the Fallout games, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Mm.
love the end battle. You can beat by just talking.
Oh
You
my
don't have
god,
to
I
do
love
any
that.
fighting. You can just
Wait, I
like
like that a lot.
talk to that and just use logic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna debate you.
Although it
on
also does, one of my favorite like tropes, I guess, is the end battle, and then all of the allies you've created throughout the game show up to help you out, and it does a
Pretty
good job with that.
cool.
And
That's
whereas
cool.
Fallout is more like, and then your one ally just absolutely wrecks everything for you, and then
Mhm.
in New Vegas, it's
So
oh,
fun.
the alliances that you made now they're coming to help you out, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Or the
Okay.
alliances you did or didn't make.
Or
There's
didn't.
like some people you can be like, oh no, I don't like these people. You can get rid of them.
Fun. Okay, so Stardew and
But
Fawn.
Stardew is really good and relaxing,
I like relaxing.
or it can be relaxing. It can also be very stressful depending on how
Oh,
much you
God.
care, because it's like a little farming sim and dating sim kind of. But it just depends on like, if you get into like, I gotta maximize my sold profits every month, then it can get stressful and you're like googling guides frantically about how to do everything. But if you just like chill and relax, it's really fun and relaxing.
Throwback to the early 2000s, there was you know how at Blockbuster you could rent games too.
Yeah.
I did for like a week rent Animal Crossing to play on my DS.
Oh.
And that sounds very similar to the idea of just like
Yeah, it is.
crops.
Mhm.
You just kind of do your own farm. Yeah, fishing. There's mining too, kind of in like a Minecraft way.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if you like Minecraft, I think Stardew Valley is a little similar.
Yeah.
I played Minecraft once, and I didn't know that you weren't supposed to dig down, and I dug down, and everyone yelled at me, and so I stopped. Fair enough. All right, good to know. Yeah. I don't know any other like.
I don't know. I haven't played it, but people are raving about Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a good one, because I think it's turn-based combat as well, so it's probably less
like
to do with
D&D.
skill.
Fair.
It's all D&D based.
I do like that. Oh, I've also played Borderlands 2. I don't know if that changes opinions on what I should play, but I liked that
Borderlands
one.
2 is pretty good. Borderlands 3 is just okay. Like the gameplay is the same, but the story is really bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, Anthony Birch didn't write that
Anthony
one.
Birch. Oh, okay, good. He's fine.
I don't think he did. I don't know. It's very like, I don't know. It's just very like cringy, and it's like this is humor from like 5 years ago.
I felt that way playing Borderlands 2 though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Of like, I don't know, the humor felt outdated, and just as a game, I found it very repetitive.
It was repetitive, but I also it was fun to play, like especially with friends too.
Yes, and that too. I think it would have been
Yes.
much more fun as a co-op game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mostly played that with people. I don't
I
think
played for
I've
us.
played too many times alone. Yeah. Okay, good to know.
I'm trying to think what else.
Adam,
They
you
had
gotta
the
get
Star
a
Wars
gaming
games.
PC, and then we can all game together.
Yeah, yes, I was playing on it. I don't know if I still will,
Fair.
but my idea, because I want to play Starfield. I know Starfield is apparently not that great, but I still
Yeah.
want to play it, especially on PC. And then whatever, I can fix it with mods. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm still on the fence for it because it's like I've just heard no one talking about it, and like the best things I've heard people say are it's like it's a Bethesda game, and it's like that doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
I
I
like
will say a lot of the
Bethesda.
criticisms I've heard are just features of video games. Of like, this
Yeah.
is a valid criticism, but almost every game has it. Like,
You have to use a
one thing
controller to play it.
gets stale towards the end. Like, almost every big open world game has that.
Yeah. There's a
Like
lot
every
of
other Bethesda games like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't and other things of like, oh, these are core Bethesda things. Of like, every Bethesda game is like this. Sorry, you don't like Bethesda games, but then
Yeah.
I do feel like Bethesda issues have gotten worse with each game. So maybe they're worse than they were previously, but still,
Yeah.
it's like they've always been like this.
There's a
Fair.
lot of very silly criticisms about the game, but then I think there is some like legitimate ones that's like um I don't know. Part of the issue is that they're still using like an engine that was created 25 years ago and they just need to move on from it, which they
Yeah,
finally can. Like now that they're under Microsoft, like they'll probably make an updated engine
yeah,
or
probably.
just use Unreal or something.
Mhm.
The other thing too, one of the biggest things is like I've just heard exploration is like fun, but also a little bit difficult. Like I saw someone do a video where it's like it takes like 2.5 minutes to get from like the home place to like get down to a planet to explore, just because it's like you first have to like get into your spaceship and then you have to like get in the chair and you have to go to a
Sure.
menu and select the galaxy, and then that galaxy you have to select the planet and you have to fly down to the planet and then you can explore. And it's like it'd be nice if you could just like go to a map, go to that planet, land there, which
That
I know
was
probably takes out some
in
of the realism. But
Yeah, but there's a convenience level in Fallout New Vegas. The coolest like house, well, without DLC, the coolest house in the base game you can get is a sweet penthouse in the Vegas Strip, and it's an utter pain to ever use because there's like 4 loading screens, I want to say, to actually get to it, and the loading screens are quite long, and it's
Mhm.
just and as I was explaining, like the strip becomes unusable at some point, at
Right.
least on
So they
PlayStation.
can't get to
yeah,
it.
So it's just the worst. So you end up with the other uh, home base, which is just a motel room, and you're like, this is fine because
yeah.
this is actually convenient to have.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fair enough. Alright. Um,
But then you get the DLC and you get a really sweet sci-fi room. So
Yeah.
fair. Fair enough.
I'm curious. I think I'll check it out. I just don't want to pay like $70 for it.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
on Game
I'll
Pass.
probably wait. My intention is I just got Resident Evil 4, so I'm playing through that, and then I'm probably gonna get Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah.
Nice.
Adam, did
Yeah.
you play Spider Man?
and Spider-Man. I've not played. I forgot about that, but yes, and Spider-Man. God, so many video games right
Have you
now.
played it? Or...
No,
Okay. They're
but
very good
I
games.
will. Yeah, I played the first one and Miles Morales, and they're both exceptional. So
Heck yeah.
I'm sure this will be.
Wait, there's a new one. I thought the new one was the Miles Morales one.
No, the
No,
new one is
it's
both of them together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And one
That's
of them has
fun.
the Venom suit.
Yes.
Even cooler. If we want to get into like some prompts
Let's
for
do it. For
okay.
what's this game we're
Absolutely.
playing, Margot?
So unfortunately, with like recording schedules and life happening and everything like that, we didn't get a chance to do my favorite episode of the year that we've done once before on Halloween and once before not at all related to Halloween. Is it cool or is it bull? And so, in an effort to chase that high, I want to play. Is it holiday or HoliNAY?
A name I like a lot better.
It definitely works better. I'll give you that. But alrighty. So basically, I thought I would start this one with more of a holiday and let's just be honest, Christmassy theme. Since that's the ever-present one, even for two like non-religious people on this podcast, like
Well, Christmas is
it's the one we're
basically
gonna do. Yeah.
Very secular holiday.
a very secular
Yeah.
holiday.
It's neat all the different
So
Christmas traditions there are, though.
wait, what?
It's neat. There are like all these different Christmas traditions, like both
That's
like
true.
religious and secular. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the pickle.
the pickle,
Um,
yes. Absolutely.
Alrighty. So let's just start with Christmas music. Are we a fan? Holiday or HoliNAY?
I think it's been graying on me as the years go on. In my old
Okay.
age, as Ryan said before the podcast.
The youngest of us, this young and sprightly 23-year-old playing. Oh
um,
man.
but yeah, I don't know. It's been irritating as I've gone to the stores and stuff
Yeah.
or on the radio. I'm just like, do we really need to have it be everywhere? And because it's just a few songs. It's like there are a pretty good wealth of artists who have done Christmas songs, and
Yeah.
not just the same few. You could expand your horizons, stores, and not just play Mariah Carey
Yeah.
every few songs.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I have a Christmas playlist that I play, and I've got some great songs in there. There are some really fun Christmas songs out there, and
Very.
like Adam said, they just keep playing the same ones. I
Mhm.
like it.
Yeah.
I can understand. Like, I think there are some times where like I'm at the store and it's like the last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last week it snowed a little bit, and like I was driving home, there was some snow. I was listening to some Christmas music. Like, dang, I'm ready for the holidays.
That's
Like,
fun.
I think I want to be in the mood to hear Christmas music when I'm like shopping for stuff and there's like people all around. I don't want to hear "Joy to the World."
Yeah.
It's the last thing I'm feeling.
I think that's fair. I think you guys nailed it. It's a mixture of there's a taste for it, like there's a time and a place kind of thing, and then there's also it's always like the same 5 to 10 songs.
Yeah.
Whereas like the ones that I enjoy the most aren't gonna be played like like I'm sorry, Mariah Carey. I know she's like Queen of Christmas or whatever, but I'm sick of that song.
Yeah.
And more
Yeah.
like current artists need to make more Christmas songs. In my opinion.
Sabrina Carpenter. She did it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She put
And
out some
I think that goes to the same. I think some current artists have, but they just
Yeah.
never play them.
They
Yeah.
never play them.
Tyler the Creator had a album for The Grinch, and it's pretty decent. It's only like 6
Well, there
songs,
you go.
but
Yeah.
they're bangers.
And that's the thing. I think it's like if it's a like diversified playlist of Christmas songs, I'm into it. If it's like your regular go-to 10, it's like nah. All right. A mix, which I don't know what we call that. I don't know if it's holiday or HoliNAY.
Oh well, there's really no in between there.
I know.
Really
Holiday.
rather different.
All right. Holamid. Okay. This one, I'm so sorry, Mom, if you're listening, might be a bit of an act to my mother. But making Christmas lists
Stresses
what
me
you
out.
want. It stresses me out. I don't know if I want things.
I've seen a meme before, and now it's like my life, where it's like throughout the year, I'm like, oh, I want this, and then we get to the Christmas, and it's worse because my birthday's in
Right
December
there,
as
yeah.
well, and then it's like, well, I've never wanted for anything in my life, and I actually am going to become a monk who has forsaken worldly possessions because I want nothing. Everything flies out of my mind the second we get to, oh, people want to know what I want.
Absolutely, that's how it feels. And my mom was like, "Make me your Christmas list," and I'm like, "I don't think I need things. Socks. I like them."
I was smart this year, and I've got like a notes app thing of like anytime people around me that I buy presents for mention that they want a thing, I write it down.
I do that.
And
Yeah.
so I've got like all the ideas for Christmas done. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even have to figure anything out for people.
It's
and
lovely.
then just like random things. Like I was like, oh, I need a new shower head. I was like, boom, Christmas present.
Yeah.
And then the third thing too is I got a record player. My
That
grandma
is so fun.
moved out her house, and she had like a 1957 speaker like record player thing. It's really
Mhm.
nice.
You gotta send us a picture. I bet that looks so fun.
It's very nice. I need to touch it up a little bit, but I like looked online and it's like
This guy's an
like
engineer. He can do it.
$5,900. But it plays really well, and so I was like, I only have one record, and it's a Beatles album. So
Beautiful.
I was like, boom!
Get some
here
more.
are some records I can
There
get
you
for
go.
Yeah.
Christmas. Like
That's a
that
really
just
good
filled
idea.
like half my list. So
Love that. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm always like, board games, yarn, or socks. And then people are like, but which? And I'm like, don't make me think
Yeah,
like that.
I was like board games and like flannel/quarter zips, but now
Yeah.
I have too many.
Mm-hmm.
I have too many. I don't need. I literally was like, family, do not buy me flannels or board games.
I can't say that
I
about board games. I
I mean
always want more.
I want more board games. It takes a lot of space, but I do
It
want
does
more.
take
But
up
I just
space.
never get to play them. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, this is useless. And then I have too many flannels. So then
I
it's like,
guess
well, don't give me any more of these, please.
fair. Yeah.
But then that eliminates the thing they always get me. And I'm like, well, now what? I would love to ask for board games. I just know that it's just going to take up space and then I never play them.
here's
That's
a gift
fair.
idea for you if you don't have fridge magnets. I didn't have any
Oh, that's
fridge
really
magnets.
cute.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
I
I
do
can
like
put
that.
magnets in my fridge.
And
Yeah.
then I need more coffee cups. I need placemats. Older people
See, this
love
is the
buying you
thing.
placemats.
This is the thing is also as you get older, it's like, could you just give me like toothpaste? Could you just give me like normal things?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, like house stuff. I will say though, Ryan, the thing about taking notes for people throughout the year, smartest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I've already
It's
got
so
my mom's
helpful.
birthday present figured out.
Oh my god, he's ahead of the game. Unless her birthday's before Christmas, in which case he's right on track.
No, it's after for March.
Okay,
So.
then he's ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's lovely. I just have like a running list on my phone too, and I'm like, check, perfect, done. But then I forgot about stocking things. So I gotta think about that. That's fine. Okay, what about Elf on the Shelf? Holiday or HoliNAY? Did anyone do it?
No, my family never did it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's
HoliNAy.
It's also weird too because it's like
It's
it's supposed to
crazy.
be like mischievous stuff and like.
And then it like dies if you touch it.
Well, I never heard that.
it crumbles to dust
I
with
thought
an
that was
agonizing wail.
I thought that's why the kids like weren't allowed to touch it. Is you'll kill the.
I
I
didn't
thought
know
it was
that.
like a Santa thing of like you're just not gonna get presents.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like it's supposed to be like mischievous stuff and like cause messes and things. It's like, but that's teaching kids like a bad lesson.
It is.
Because also
No.
that's supposed to like report back to Santa.
Yeah, I thought it was like report back to Santa. So
well, no, but I thought if you touched it, it like and maybe not fully died, but like turns into just a stuffed animal. Like it's just
so it can't report to Santa what you want.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's gonna give you something you hate.
You hate.
He's gonna give you
like broccoli.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Why
Maybe
is
it's
Santa employing this guy?
what is Santa the NSA? Yeah, I think it's creepy. I don't have much more to say about that.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about it before too.
Have we?
I don't know. It feels familiar.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
okay.
A little creepy.
Is it like
but my family never did it. I think so.
Because growing up, I never.
It was it was never a thing that anyone I ever knew did.
It was
There's
definitely
already enough stuff at Christmas. It's like you don't need to throw like Elf on the Shelf on as well.
I think it was a thing while we were growing up. I think it started while we were like in elementary school. Yeah, because I knew people who did it, but not us. Shitty Christmas movies. I think they're holiday.
Here's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I like them. I was thinking though, what is the last classic Christmas movie?
Oh,
what's the most recent Christmas movie that's like, oh, that's like a classic Christmas movie? Because all I could think of was Elf or
maybe
Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
Okay, that's also a good one.
But those are both really old, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's around there. I don't think there's been any
like. Has there been anything since? Like I was really trying to think, and I was like, I can't. Maybe I'm missing something.
I don't think you are. I think that's
count like Iron Man 3 or like Spider-Verse, but those aren't.
Oh wait, what is while we're on the subject of movies and Christmas, we'll come back to Hallmark movies specifically in a second. But what is y'all's like non-Christmas Christmas movie? Like how people say like Die
it's
Hard.
set during Christmas, but it has nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was just like a Christmas movie that's not related to Christmas, but you watch at Christmas.
that can be true too.
Oh,
Mine's episode 5 of Star Wars
Oh,
because it's so
mine is
snowy.
episode 7 of Star Wars.
There you go. Oh my god.
I love that movie so much. I don't know, and maybe it's because it came out around Christmas time.
That's true. It did.
Oh yeah.
Dang, what a great Christmas movie.
I don't think I had
There's
one
nothing
really.
that says Christmas like failure is the greatest teacher.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Do you have any like go-to Christmas movies then?
Not really.
My family is obsessed with this movie called Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh,
Tim
I think I've seen
Allen
this. Yeah.
and, what's her name? Lori from Halloween, and was also in Everything Ever All at Once.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah, she's in it too. And it's about how the family decides to skip Christmas, and the town goes wild because it's like, you can't skip Christmas.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Herd mentality.
It's illegal.
Christmas. And so like the whole town like starts harassing him. It's like, oh, you gotta like clip a tree. And Tim Allen's character is like a stick in the mud, and it's like, oh, we're not even gonna like humor these people and like buy a wreath or anything.
That's really funny.
Not Christmassy.
I think I watched it like once.
It's very fun. It's not a good movie, but my parents love it, which I think is hilarious.
Oh man. I don't know. Yeah. I think the only one that well, there's two, because my mom's favorite Christmas movie is White Christmas. So we watch that every Christmas. And then I like You Without a Santa Claus a lot. Because it has the best Christmas song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of like the puppety ones.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do any of the puppety ones freak you guys out?
Not really.
No.
Okay.
It works out.
Fair enough. Must be nice. I don't like the hiker guy in Rudolph.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You
I feel like some of Rudolph is really creepy. I mean,
absolutely.
You like Island of Lost Toys and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like older kids movies had a lot of that though.
A lot of really disturbing.
Part that's just really disturbing and creepy.
Yeah.
I suppose that probably comes from like the old fairy tales being really disturbing, but
big time.
Nowadays it's like that's so out of place. Why did it just suddenly take a super dark turn for a bit?
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh man. I just watched one that had Susan from Desperate Housewives, for all of my Desperate Housewives lovers out there. It was great. It wasn't, but it was a Roku original, which I didn't know they did those. But I have a Roku TV.
Well, most of the Roku originals are actually old Quibi shows.
Oh, Quibi has made it.
Roku bought all of them.
That's so interesting. I gotta look into that.
$1.5 billion worth of content.
Down the drain. Ooh. Fair enough. Alrighty. Do you guys holiday or HoliNAY Christmas trees?
I like Christmas trees.
Okay.
I can't have one now. It's just too much work in my apartment, but I like them.
I think I'm on the too much work side of it.
Like, it is a lot. I think blasphemy for my family, but I think putting up ornaments can get kind of tedious. I kind of like the idea of just, I mean, I really like the idea of ornaments and the sentimental, and we've always done it of like, you get one a year, so you get one like for your age of one you picked out, and we always get one from a vacation we've had. So a lot of like memories, and it's a good time with family to do. But it's also tedious and takes a while, especially to take them down at the end.
Yeah.
It's like you could just do a tree with some like standard decoration. It still looks pretty good, but it's not gonna take long.
When do you guys take down your Christmas trees?
Around New Year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love them. as you can see on my Instagram, I loaded mine up. It's great. Got a tree. My least favorite part about it is fluffing the tree. I love pineapple ornaments. Like, I like that part. I like lighting the tree, but fluffing, I can't do. I'm just like, oh, too tedious for me.
Yeah, I have seen some people who get those like nice fake trees, and then they like saran wrap everything up so that they don't have to keep putting on ornaments every year. So all you have to do is like unwrap it and then put all the things
I've
down.
seen the ones where it's like just wheels on the tree, and then you just like wheel it into a closet.
That's funny. Oh my
That's really
God.
funny too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Kinda
like
fun
the
though, but
yeah, I get it. I guess like when I'm thinking of holiday things, I would rather make like cookies. Like as far as like a task to do. I feel like the tree is always like it looks so nice when it's done, but doing it and undoing it is like, oh my God. And then especially in an apartment, it's never going to be a real one. It's always going to be a fake tree because the act of getting a real one for an apartment is not.
I've never had a real tree, so I've always just grown up with fake trees.
Yeah.
Very fair too. Yeah.
My family used to do real trees way back when, but then it became just too much, and the needles all fall, and it becomes a big mess. So
yeah,
gave up on that. Then you got a fig tree.
fair. Yeah, I think it's the move in general. I don't know. Maybe not. I like the smell of real trees.
I like the smell. Then there's something a little hallmarky and magical about real trees.
That's true. I'll give you that.
So I don't know. Maybe someday in the future, if I have like a house and everything, but an apartment, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's tough. Oh man. Alrighty. I don't know if I have that many more Christmas ones. Let me figure it out. I couldn't think of that many things. I don't know. I was like, what else is there?
Eggnog.
Oh, I love it. HoliNAY.
I love eggnog.
What about you, Ryan?
I don't know, just cookies.
Okay. No eggnog then. Okay.
Eggnog. It's okay.
Well, here's a question: hot or cold?
Hot or cold eggnog?
Yeah.
Hot eggnog sounds bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've only ever had cold.
This seems like the thing you're about to set me up to be like, oh, hot eggnog is where it's at. But I get ahead of you by saying that sounds really terrible.
Okay.
Is it really good?
I like it.
You can try to convince me.
It's a similar thing to like hot chocolate, where it is like, yeah, it's a thicker drink that is like warm, and so I know some people don't like that if they're more of like the coffee tea kind of thing, where they like really watery hot drinks. And I like those too, don't get me wrong, but I also just like hot drinks in general. So I prefer heating up my eggnog, but I know that is like a 50-50 split for people. Like some people are like,
I never tried it, so
I would prefer warm milk, but I also don't drink milk anymore because my tummy can't handle it.
I just think milk tastes bad.
I've
always thought that. Like ever since a kid, I was like, I'm doing it because I'm being told it's super healthy, but I don't enjoy milk.
See, I agree for cold milk. For hot milk though, with like lavender and honey in it.
Well, adding lavender and honey, that makes
and then it tastes like lavender and honey.
But just normal milk taste.
Normal milk is bad. Sorry.
I mean, I'm sure some people really like the taste of milk, and more power to you. I personally do not.
Yeah, I've said it before, and I'll say it 1,000 times again, just because it's so interesting to me. I do have a friend who like drank a lot of milk, like a lot, and had to quit cold turkey because he was embarrassed about it. Yeah,
should have owned it. Just be the guy that drinks milk a lot for some reason.
His reasoning was because he'd gotten out of a relationship that he'd been in with someone since high school, so she knew that he was a milk guy. And in college, he was like, "Well, I don't want to go on dates and go to a restaurant and order milk in front of a new person."
That's fair. That is a weird thing to do.
Because
he would get to know someone, though.
That's true, but he'll never know now. he's quit. He is off milk. He's milk sober for like 2 or 3 years now.
That's funny. Lawn decorations.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if people don't like them though. I like them.
I like
I
them.
love
My
them.
family, one of our traditions on Christmas Eve, we drive around and just look at all the lights.
Mhm.
My
So
family goes all out, and it's become a thing that the street we lived on, like, as a result, maybe this isn't true, but I think because we did such a good show, the rest of the neighborhood was pretty good.
Had to
And
step
had like the
up.
most
I
festive
think that
show.
happens for sure. There's a couple in my parents' area who do the thing where they go all out and they have a little light show. So the
Yes.
lights will be
Ooh,
coordinated to a radio station or a radio station that they produce.
yeah.
So it's coded to go along with the songs. And there's, I want to say 5 or 6, like just random, like not even particularly rich houses, just kind of random houses that do it.
I
And
love
so
that.
I think because of that, the neighborhoods they're in are like, oh, we have to do at least more than just a
At least
normal string of lights, or people who get the little like projector on their
Mm,
garages. Yeah,
that's fun.
Just
Yeah.
doing like
which
a
I
little thing
like,
is fun, yeah.
Well,
but
here's
I
the
don't know.
question. I guess, Ryan, this is going to apply for you in the future rather than you with like your family, because obviously you already do it with your family.
Yeah.
Would you continue doing that on
Oh,
your own?
definitely.
Because because
But
for
I would do
me,
it
I'm like,
smarter
oh,
because
oh
my
no.
dad and I are always the one that set it up. And every single year I'm like, Dad, we need to like in July go through this, or like August, and go through this and see like what works, what doesn't work. Because like a lot of lights just go out. And so
Yeah,
we'll be like out in like November weather in our garage testing lights, and we were both shivering and cold and miserable. And it's like we
Yeah,
needed
yeah,
stuff warm.
that's smart. Yeah.
Because we
Um,
always just like jerry rig things in order to be like, oh, we can get one more year out of this. So we like reroute something and like get it to work.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love looking at them. I love driving around and seeing them. I don't think I'll ever do it
yeah.
personally.
It is a lot of
It's a
work to do.
lot, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
bet.
expensive, and then a lot of storage space for
Yeah.
most of the year.
Yeah, we just throw it in our attic.
I would
Smart.
like the idea if you could have Christmas lights year round, or at least for a larger portion of the year, because they are very cool and very pretty. And I
Yeah.
wish you could just do it. I don't know if they. I'm sure they make them, but they're probably expensive. The like light changing colors, like the LED lights that a lot
Oh
of people have
yeah.
in their
Mm.
college dorms. So then you could theme it for the year of
So
like orange
there's stuff
or
like that.
or for Halloween.
Something I've seen is like big, essentially like parkins or like spotlight type things that like sit right up against the wall of
Yeah.
the house, and then like those I think are really cool to theme and everything. And I would do
Yes.
that because it's a one-time setup, and then just
Yeah,
change
and
the
that's really
colors.
easy.
Yeah, but
I think both my parents have switched to that
fair. Um,
because it is easy and
yeah,
it looks really cool too. So
it looks awesome. But I don't know about doing like a whole thing. Also, I've been noticing a lot more Halloween decorations um as the years go on. And so these people are
yeah.
doing like a big Halloween decoration and then a big Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's like, oh my god. And it's so much. No, I don't think I would do it.
Gingerbread houses. I just saw this the other day, so I'm
Oh yeah.
shamelessly stealing from I don't know Reddit probably.
That's okay.
But for gingerbread houses, first, do you enjoy making them? And then second, are they something to eat or are they solely a decoration?
Oh, solely a decoration.
Yeah. I've tried eating them. It's just too much, and then like
Yeah.
after a day, it's no longer good. It's
It's
just
gonna be
Yeah.
like stale and icky. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm camp. It's decoration. And I'm
But
also camp of they're a little annoying to make. I feel.
you got to really have a good icing foundation. If
Yes,
you don't
you
have
do.
that, you don't have a house.
But the icing foundation is really difficult.
it was never a thing for me growing up, so I've only made it one time, I think, in a like recent year. I think it was like 2019, I want to say.
Mhm.
So not even that recent of a year. But yeah, so I've only ever done it once. And it was fun. Wait, no, I've done it twice because I did it in a German class, but it was like with a bunch of people, and so it was more about hanging out with people and speaking German than it was about the gingerbread.
Sure.
Um, but okay, so twice, and both times it was fun. I don't imagine doing it um on my own, I guess.
Yeah, I would not do it just me. We
just to
did it
have
with
one.
my family last year, which was fun. But
Yeah, I think it's more about the quality time. Yeah. I did see a thing though where you could make your cat a gingerbread cat house out of cardboard boxes, and I want to do that. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. So maybe that one. Stay tuned. Christmas PJs, like with the family.
So my family, another one of our traditions was not necessarily Christmas PJs in the sense that they all matched, but that we would get PJs every Christmas. And that would
Okay.
be one of our, it was like the Christmas gift to open on Christmas Eve was pajamas.
Cute. I like that.
Problem with that for me, this is again of like one of those things of, but then I just don't really wear them. And
Oh,
then you just build up so many pairs of pajamas and you're like, I don't cycle through pajamas enough to have like 10 or 11. And I don't like the Christmas pajamas of kind of bulky, not bulkier, but warmer, like cozier ones
Yeah.
are not good for the rest of the year. So then it's
sure.
like, well, now they have a bunch of Christmas pajamas,
These are
but
good for
I
like 3 months.
only need Christmas pajamas, yeah, for a few months. I need
Yeah.
thin, easily breathable pajamas for the rest of the time because I get really hot when I sleep. So that doesn't
Yeah.
really it.
Fair enough. No, that's understandable. I do like them, I think. I think they're a fun idea. But I don't think I like the like heavily Christmas themed ones. Like I think I like a basic flannel look.
Yes.
So that I can wear them all year
Yeah,
round.
and that too.
Yeah.
If I get them, I want them to be versatile for every other aspect.
Yeah.
Which is a common theme I want for most of my things. I
Pretty
don't want
much.
some one and done that's then just going to take up space and not be in use.
What about Christmas cards?
Christmas cards.
Oh, also Ryan, what about you for Christmas PJs?
We did like matching last year and it was fun. And I have now a pair of Frosty the Snowman Christmas pants.
Pretty
but I'm like,
cute.
I can't really wear them
No.
unless it's like Christmas time.
But
And it also doesn't have pockets, which I think is fun.
That's fair.
I love pajama pants with
I love pajamas.
It's a woman's life.
I require my pajamas to have pockets.
But I think it's cool. I think we got a photo with it. Like that was the whole point of it. But I can't find a photo of myself in it. So
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
But
then the photo for Christmas cards.
That's
a transition.
Done it a couple of years, but I don't know. It always seems like a lot of work, and I think my family's just lazy and forgets.
Yeah. That's what my family used to do when we were little. Took a break for a long time, and now I don't know if my mom does it, but my dad has gotten back into it. I think a little bit of the peer pressure of everyone sends him Christmas cards, and it's like, wow, now I gotta do it.
I think that's what happens.
But it's the same of like, it's kind of a hassle to figure everything out, especially with all of us kids to the wins on in college and life. So there's not a ton of pictures of all of us. But yeah, it makes things harder. My coworker, she made Christmas cards, and they're just of her cat.
That's
the
good.
whole every single picture is a cat.
Yep, down for it.
She showed me I was expecting a normal Christmas card. I was like, oh no, it's like 5 pictures of your cat.
That's beautiful. I would love to get that.
That would be great. And easier because you probably have so many pictures of your cat or dog or whatever.
Absolutely.
It'd be really funny if I just like sent a bunch of random Christmas cards to people.
That would, I think I don't know. I think the peer pressure thing was spot on. Of like, I never think about it being a thing, and then you start getting them, and then you're like, oh god, were we supposed to do that? Like, well, topical of, I don't think we talked about it on the podcast at all, but before, where both of you went to the Kris Kringle market. What about holiday markets?
I like holiday markets. This is actually that's not true. I was gonna say this is the first time I've been to one. That's not actually true. We used to go when I was younger, a few times, but that was when I was little and probably didn't appreciate it really well. But I like them. I like generally craft markets. Like part of why I like the Ren Fair a lot.
Yeah,
just because it's basically just a craft market that you dress up for. So I think it's fun.
Yeah, I think that's good. They're fun. They're cute. Feels good to like hang out and see people, kind of thing. I like the DC one a lot. It's cool that you guys have like a fair connected to yours. Like there's on the field thing.
I
that you're
believe
talking about.
newer.
That's just at Wrigleyville.
Yeah, because there's two locations. I want to say the Wrigley location's new this year or maybe the past few years, but the main location is elsewhere.
Yeah, the main location is like downtown. I think they have two, and like one of them just like moves around.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
So
Okay.
sometimes it's like in Aurora, sometimes it's in Naperville.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because that was the one I went to when I was a kid. It was the one in Naperville. So
Yeah.
then that would explain why we didn't go that often if it moved around.
Yeah, and then there's always the one in downtown, but that one actually moved this year because they put like a McDonald's in a News and Company where it used to be.
Oh no.
Really?
Wait, so did you guys both went to the same one then this year?
Yes.
Okay.
We both went to the one at Wrigley.
Okay. Fair. Fun. I like that.
I saw them sign up for the main one, but that was not the location that we went to. Because it's a little harder to like get to and park at.
Yeah.
Not that Wrigley is easy to park at, but easier.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The DC one, same place all the time. I don't think it changes. It's just like they block off like I want to say block or two next to the Gallery Place metro station for all of my D&B people. And it's great. It's cute. They always have like food vendors at either end of it, and in the middle is some craft people. It's a good time. It's right next to the art gallery.
Yeah.
I didn't know how aggressive people were about the metro until recently. There's a metro pop-up shop near one of the metro exits.
Like merch?
Yeah, like metro merch. And people are going crazy for it. It's like really funny to me. I didn't know that people cared that much. Like I like the metro a lot. It's so nice to have public transportation, but like
That's great. I don't think I would go
buy merch.
crazy over merch.
People are so excited.
Merch?
I mean, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good merch. But like, it's interesting to me because I feel like every single person is posting about it on social media right now. That I mean, obviously in the area. But I'll look up some of it to show you guys real quick. Well, the first thing they did was little like ornament metro cars for the different lines. Oh, it won't focus. Maybe.
Cool.
You can see the vague shape of it.
Yeah, vague. The idea of it, yeah.
Yeah. They had metro station socks that I liked a lot. I thought they were pretty fun. I'll try to find a picture of those. I don't know. They also have like an umbrella where like the different sides of it were
that's really cool.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
the stations.
Yeah,
It's neat. Or lines, I guess. But yeah, it's fun stuff. It's just so odd to me that it exists in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. But just today, I don't know if it just opened today or not, but like so many people were posting about it today. So that's fun. I can't find the socks right now, but that's fine. It's not that important. But
I still listen to my NPR News podcast
every
day.
Yeah.
I love listening to it. I feel like I have a connection with whoever's reading the news. I like know some of the people by heart. Nora Mom is my favorite.
Okay.
Anyway, at the end of it, they'll like have like an ad for something, and they're advertising their own merch store. They're like, "Live your true life. Buy some NPR merch." And I was just looking at the shop, and they got some neat stuff there. I want to buy a shot glass that says NPR on it.
Oh, that's great.
Because then I'd be supporting public radio.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that a lot. Hey guys, what right now y'all's break? Oh man, other than COVID, I guess, because that's a pretty big
COVID.
one.
COVID is a pretty big one.
I'll do a sunny thing.
Love it.
So this was the thing I teased you guys before we start recording.
Yeah.
But when we start recording, I had an issue with that. There's a loud bang. Anyway, When we started recording, it didn't start right away, and that's because I got a new graphics card because I upgraded my computer.
Nice.
So I got a new power supply, new RAM, new graphics card.
Very cool.
It runs so nicely. It
Oh.
took 4 hours to do, but
Sure.
it worked and everything's good. I boot up some games. I boot up Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna probably play that again because it looks so good. And then I have only done Fortnite and Wizard 1 since then, and
amazing.
It's just so funny to me that it's I have this very nice computer and I'm playing the most basic things. So
yeah, that's pretty good though. Oh man. Fair. I love that though. That's cool. Yeah. Did you have to look up YouTube tutorials, or did you just kind of know?
I had to brush up on it a little bit, especially with the power supply, because I got a new one. My power supply is pretty old.
Okay.
And now mine's 1,000 watts, which is I can't wait to see what my energy bill is gonna be.
Fair.
But because the graphics cards now, my old one only needed 1 port, and now my new one needs 3 ports, and so definitely takes a lot more power. And I was a little worried if my new power supply would have enough ports for everything I already have in, but it was okay. So
nice, yeah. Fair enough. I'll do a mixed thing of the sunniness of doing the craft fairs. I really, really enjoyed it. It was such a cool experience. I'm done for the year. I'm not doing any more for the year. But I'll have my next one in March. So that'll be good. But it's cool. It's really neat being able to talk directly with people about different art things and that sort of hands-on market experience. It's neat. I did make a profit both times. That being said, it was not crazy or anything, but I made one.
Still, that's exciting.
So that's cool. I was very happy about that. The biggest sellers were I make crochet cat toys, and then fidget toys actually did really, really well.
Nice.
So that's cool. It was fun.
And if you, the listener, are interested in any of these items that have just been described, you can check it out at With an X Art on various platforms that sell things like that, like Etsy. I don't know where
Etsy.
you are all at.
I'm on Etsy. I am in the process of putting everything up on Etsy. So now,
check out With an X Art on Instagram for all the updated information.
Thank you. It's fun. It's good. Yeah, it's a good time. I am enjoying it a lot. I am a little nervous about the online aspect of it, figuring out that. I'm happy that I'm starting with Etsy. I, however, do know that I eventually will be leaving Etsy. But there's so much confusing tax stuff about it. That Etsy does for you. And so while I'm learning about all of the other aspects of this kind of thing, I'm happy to let Etsy do that and then take their fees.
Yeah.
But then eventually I will be doing it I want my website and my shop to be the same thing.
Yeah.
So we'll get there, but for now Etsy. And I'm happy with it. So that's fun. But that was it. That was a cool time. I did too. And it was stressful to make things in that short of a time period. Because it was kind of I want to say it was September. I was I'm gonna do this, and then I just started signing up for things, and I didn't think through I have to build a stock from zero. And so that it was a lot. But we did it, and now I have more time to prep before March. So it'll be good. What about you, Adam?
COVID's a big one, but I suppose COVID has the upside of allowing me to. I know I complained about Star Wars Fallen Order a lot, and that was a big part of my COVID experience. But what I also did during COVID was get back into Star Kid musicals, along with their new one. So plug for their new one, Nerdy Prudes Must Die, which is excellent and just
Where does
I want to
it rank?
rewatch it again. And I've rewatched it a bunch of times, but it's so good.
Where does it
And
rank for you in the Hatchetfield series?
mm,
And
yeah,
that's a real question of, do you like the guy who didn't like musicals or Nerdy Prudes better? Because
I
Black Friday.
think I like Nerdy Prudes better, but it is tough because I do really enjoy Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Like
Yeah.
I watched Nerdy Prudes, and then immediately after rewatched Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. So
Yeah.
it's a tough one, but very good. I recommend. And then I've been on a kick of watching a bunch more of their other musicals, and they're all great. And it's nice to kind of get back into something that you had kind of forgotten about almost. Not that I ever forgot about them, but I like wasn't keeping up with their new stuff really since before COVID. So
Yeah, fair enough. Very good time. I'm very happy you watched it, and Ryan, you definitely have to watch.
So is there like an order that I need to watch them?
Technically,
well, I would say no.
yeah, I would agree with no, but technically, if you want to watch in release order, it's Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, Black Friday, Nerdy Prudes. I think it doesn't matter. You might be like a little confused about
There's a couple things in there
characters.
they reference.
Yeah,
They reference stuff from past, like Guy Didn't Like Musicals. They reference some stuff that happened on the web series Nightmare Time as well. But I've heard that they actually wrote Nerdy Prudes Must Die first before they wrote the other two, so it's very accessible as a if you've not listened to any of the other ones.
I do think you should, at the bare minimum, do the Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals before Nerdy Prudes.
Yes,
it's not necessary for any sort of plot reason, but there's like so many like cute little references, even if it's just in like a piano riff, that like it's so fun to see when you know the context of the Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals.
And generally, I would say because it's all set in the town of Hatchetfield, Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals introduces you to Hatchetfield, whereas Nerdy Prudes just assumes you know that it's this tiny town that's kind of creepy.
Yeah. So yeah. Honestly, Black Friday, you don't need to. You can.
I'm tempted to. I didn't enjoy it as much as the other ones.
I'll rewatch it for sure, but like
getting into the backstory of it all, and it adds to it. So
yeah,
it's just not necessary. Like I think it's fun to add, but it's not needed. But yeah, good stuff. I love them. They're so fun. Like it's a very good time. I don't know if there's anything more to that. I think that's just that. But yeah. Well, I hope your holidays are holidays and not HoliNAYs. Or HoliNIDs. Don't play Jedi Fallen Order. It's the worst game.
Well, I do. I mean, I acknowledge that I'm bad at the combat system, and so if you're good at it, then I'm sure it's a lot better.
Stay tuned for my gamer era where I become the most gamer. And have a sunny Wednesday.
Bye.